Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. 1923's Alex star on her fight or flight response to tougher second season. Yellowstone enthusiasts were thrilled to see the prequel 1923 return to the Paramount Network and Paramount Plus in February. In the latest series, we follow Alex, portrayed by Julia Schlaepfer, as she embarks on a voyage by ship, hoping to reunite with her husband Spencer Dutton, Brandon Sklenar, in Montana. However, Alex isn't making the journey solo. She confided to her best mate in the premiere that she's expecting Spencer's baby. This revelation brings both solace and concern for Alex, who now faces the extra task of protecting her unborn child. Chatting with the Mirror US, Julia Schlaepfer shared insights into how filming for the second season was a complete polar opposite to the first. She confessed that this season's shoot was far more challenging due to its intense narrative. She divulged, "In season 1 we were filming a love story. We were running around in the sunshine in Africa, traveling the world. We had each other to rely on and bounce ideas off of. This season we were all pretty isolated, and it's a tougher season in terms of content. And in many ways that was very helpful as an actor because you are stripped of the people that you relied on. You just have to figure out how to do it on your own and take care of yourself, and again, it's not an easy breezy love story this season." She opened up about the hurdles she faced, highlighting that despite the challenges, it became a transformative experience for her acting career. "It was helpful because mentally you are going through a lot, but I learned a lot as an actor about how to take care of myself and mentally make sure I was staying healthy and good." She expressed a deep bond with the crew, saying, "The crew on our show truly became my family. They are the best people in the world. They are so good at their jobs, and on those really long, hard days we only had each other, so they made this experience so special." She shared insights into her days off, which were centered around self-care and therapy, adding, "I would take boxing classes to get physical tension out because your body doesn't know the difference between what is real or fake. My body was just in fight or flight mode, so it was helpful to get that out a little bit." Discussing her character Alex's intense plot lines, she revealed how they became invaluable learning moments. "One of the first days on set, I thought I was going to stay in that mental headspace all day and kind of live in that pain. And then I was like, oh, I don't think this is helpful for me, nor is it good for me, and I found it was much better to balance it. As soon as they yell cut, I'm laughing with the crew and having a good time and taking myself out of it and remembering it's acting." In the rugged landscape of 1923's Montana, Alexandra Dutton, portrayed by Julia Schlaepfer, faces a profound transformation in the series' second season. Separated from her husband, Spencer Dutton, Alex's journey becomes a testament to resilience, survival, and the complexities of the human spirit. The season opens with Alex grappling with the aftermath of her separation from Spencer. This isolation propels her into a world fraught with danger and uncertainty. Schlaepfer reflects on this shift, noting that the narrative takes on a darker quality as Alex navigates challenges that test her resolve and determination. Amidst these trials, Alex discovers she is pregnant, a revelation that adds layers to her character's journey. Schlaepfer describes this development as a pivotal moment, intensifying Alex's drive to reunite with Spencer and secure their family's future. The physical and emotional demands of portraying Alex in this tumultuous period required Schlaepfer to delve deep into the character's psyche. She embraced the challenges, finding strength in the narrative's authenticity and the support of the cast and crew. This commitment to the role underscores the depth of Alex's character and her evolution throughout the season. Schlaepfer's portrayal of Alex offers viewers a nuanced exploration of the fight or flight response, highlighting the character's resilience in the face of adversity. As Alex confronts external threats and internal dilemmas, her journey resonates as a powerful narrative of survival and personal growth. In essence, the second season of 1923 presents Alexandra Dutton's story as a compelling exploration of human resilience, with Julia Schletfer delivering a performance that captures the essence of a woman navigating the complexities of her time. Alex Starr had always been a fighter. Not in the traditional sense, where fists flew and tempers flared, but in the way her mind worked. She had a keen sense of survival, a sharp wit, and an unwavering ability to stand her ground when faced with adversity. But even the strongest warriors have moments where they are tested, where their instincts scream for them to either fight or take flight. The moment of reckoning arrived one cold autumn evening. The city lights flickered against the dark sky as Alex walked briskly down the empty sidewalk. The weight of the day's troubles pressed down on her shoulders like a heavy cloak. She had spent the last few weeks dealing with a storm of problems. Work stress, a falling out with a close friend, and the ever-present feeling that she was constantly running in place, unable to move forward. As she turned a corner, she sensed it, a shift in the atmosphere, a shadow moving just out of sight. Her heart rate spiked. The primal part of her brain kicked in, setting off the fight-or-flight response that had kept human beings alive for centuries. Her fingers curled into fists. She could run, disappear into the night, find safety in the crowd just a few blocks away, or she could face whatever, or whoever, was lurking in the darkness. The decision was made for her when a figure stepped into the dim glow of a streetlight. A man, hooded, his face obscured by shadows, stood blocking her path. Alex inhaled sharply, steadying herself. She had taken self-defense classes years ago, but theory and practice were two very different things. Her body tensed, her mind calculating the angles, the possible escape routes, the probability of an attack. She knew the statistics, she had read the stories. This was the moment where fear could paralyze, where instinct would determine the outcome. The man took a step forward, and Alex's pulse hammered in her ears. She squared her shoulders, her voice steady. "Can I help you?" Silence. The figure shifted slightly, and in that moment, Alex chose fight. Her body moved before she consciously decided to act. Her hand shot into her pocket, gripping the small can of pepper spray she always carried. She stepped back just enough to create distance, her feet positioned for stability. Every muscle was coiled, ready to react. Then, the unexpected happened. The man let out a low chuckle and pulled back his hood, revealing a familiar face, her old friend Daniel. Relief and frustration flooded through her in equal measure. "Daniel, what the hell are you doing?" she snapped, the adrenaline making her voice sharp. "Relax, Star," he said, using the nickname he'd given her years ago. "I didn't mean to scare you." Alex exhaled, forcing her shoulders to relax. "You can't just sneak up on people like that. I almost maced you." Daniel held up his hands in mock surrender. "Point taken, but it's good to know you're prepared." The fear ebbed away, replaced by something else, curiosity. She hadn't seen Daniel in years, not since their falling out. What was he doing here, now, after all this time? They ended up at a late-night diner, the neon sign buzzing faintly above them as they settled into a booth. The smell of coffee and fried food wrapped around them like a familiar embrace. Alex stirred her tea, watching Daniel over the rim of her cup. "So, are you going to tell me why you were lurking in the shadows like some low-budget villain?" Daniel smirked. "I wasn't lurking. I was waiting for the right moment to talk to you." "You could have, I don't know, called me." He shrugged. "Would you have answered?" She didn't respond, because they both knew the answer. Their friendship had ended on bad terms, and Alex wasn't the type to dwell on the past. Or at least, she liked to think she wasn't.